Minister Amir A.H. Shakur, representing the Thornton Township Citizens Action Committee. Today we are here outside of Thornton Township to request, this is not an ask, but it's a demand, Mayor Christopher Clark resign his position, effective immediately, from Harvey, Illinois.
ASAP.
Harvey is an impoverished community, and for those who are well aware, we know that as of this week, the city has announced that it is financially indigent to the deficit of 100 million plus in debt. We're standing here to simply say that the leadership in Harvey, including Mayor Clark, have known about this deficit for years. Close to 7 years. No action has been taken. Not only has no action been taken, but Mr. Clark has even weaponized city government, including the police, against the will of the people. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable that you now are asking for relief from the state government to bail out a city level government which you've been responsible for several years of financial mismanagement, several years of political corruption, several years of weaponizing the police against the citizens. The folks who are going to speak have been weaponized in a lot of ways. They've fallen victim to the assault, to the injustice, to the corruption of Mr. Clark. So we're simply saying one message, one resounding message that starts now. Mr. Clark, step down. You've done Harvey a disservice. No more. We need you to go. We don't need any more bleeding. The collateral damage has already been done. We need you to go, post haste. And you will see this coalition, which is small in numbers as far as represented today, but we have a great growing coalition, including members of the city, county, state government, who are asking the same thing that we're asking. What is it? Mr. Clark, step down. Resignation, post haste. It's time to gloat, Mr. Clark. And one thing that I want to say, and I'm just going to drop this deposit, Mr. Clark, you are not the hero of the moment. You're not the hero of this government. You are the nemesis. You've been the oppressor of Harvey. You have been the first person who has undermined our city government. We need it to end. Post haste. Resign, Mr. Clark. Thank you.
ASAP.
Absolutely.
Hello, my name is DeAndre Kelly. I am a resident of Harvey. I've been there for about 15 years. I remember when Mr. Clark was running for office, and I met with him, and he had promised me that we was going to get the abandoned buildings all boarded up for the safety of the people. And I promise you, it's like it's more abandoned buildings than it is now, and nothing being done. Then we can talk about the potholes. Potholes everywhere. Then we can talk about the taxes. We can go on and on about the things that's going on in Harvey. It is nothing but corruption, political corruption. And people like me don't have much to say, but I'm glad I got this voice and this opportunity to speak now. And I hope that everyone can back me up and push Clark out of office as fast as possible. It's time for him to resign. I'm waiting on a bus to come past so I can put him on it. Y'all have a good day.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm a resident of the village of Dalton. I am very concerned about Harvey furloughing 17 firemen. This is going to put a massive amount of pressure on the village of Dalton Fire Department. I'm asking for Mayor Clark to resign now.
That's right, time to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Denise Clark, and I'm asking for him to resign today. The taxes is up too high, property taxes. We at poverty. The trains, the streets, potholes, messing up our cars and things. He just needs to go right away, ASAP. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. My name is Ryan. I do the Harvey Historical Society. I have one of our shirts on today. It says, "Love Harvey and fight corruption." So I've been saying this for years. I've been, I've talked to the media. I've talked to various other politicians and myself. I know Colby Chapman, who is my alderwoman, and others. We've been begging the different authorities to intervene. Unfortunately, I feel that our calls have mostly gone unheeded. So it's not with great pleasure that I say this, but I do have to say, we saw this coming. And yesterday, when I was doing some work at one of my one of the property in Harvey, just helping somebody out, and I drove by the fire station #1, and I saw a camera crew there, and I saw the firemen, and I thought, oh no, what happened? And I stopped by, and sure enough, they said, we just were told that, we're having 17 firefighters laid off. And, it breaks my heart, but I can't say we did not know this was coming. 6 years, Mayor Clark has been in office. I did support him initially.
Me too.
For 6 years, we've been asking him to keep his word, to sell all the hundreds of city properties that sit vacant for no reason that we're aware of. The only few that he has sold has been to his friends or donors.
Right, that they want to rehab.
Right, exactly.
For their personal gain.
And so it's no surprise that we have not made up that lost property tax revenue, because most of the property, many are owned by the city, and those that are not, Mayor Clark has done nothing to get them back on the tax rolls. In fact, we are investigating because we always have mysterious fires breaking out in many of these same vacant properties.
You notice that?
So,
And
I
it comes
mean,
from the roof.
I don't know. I've called the state fire marshal and begged them to intervene. And it just seems that in the past, no authorities have wanted to come. So now that we're going to have very little police coverage, very little fire coverage, our city employees are losing their jobs. Now, will the state finally come? Will the feds be more aggressive? Will the county? Will Tony Preckwinkle? Will the sheriff? We've asked for the sheriff to come and to investigate our corrupt police department. I've been arrested. My alderwoman Colby Chapman's been arrested 4 times. All she did was ask where the money's been going, and that's all that I've asked. We've done nothing illegal or wrong. So I do hope that this leads to greater transparency, because ultimately, as Mayor Clark has been going on a little PR tour, I saw him on ABC7. I'm glad ABC7's here today. I saw he went on with some sort of publicist that probably we are paying for, is the irony. We're paying for that, to go on the morning show with ABC and say how, oh, nothing is his fault and it's just a shame. But now he wants the state to bail Harvey out for 6 years of mismanagement, corruption, and hiding what's been going on. What have you been doing for 6 years, Christopher Clark? What have you been doing? So that's why we're calling for Chris Clark's immediate resignation, because I mean, people now are I think they're finally gonna speak up, because we have many city employees who are gonna lose their jobs, and we have residents who are fearful because we don't have public services. So this is very, very dire. We're calling on Clark's immediate resignation. We need new leadership in the city of Harvey, and we will not wait until the 2027 election. Again, we will not wait until the 2027 election.
We don't have time.
Okay.
You playing with our freedom now.
Exactly.
Our lives, our income. It's time to go. Matter of fact, put them on that bus there. First two.
Exactly. So thank you again for joining us, and I'll let Ramona
All right.
speak.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ramona, and I've been a 10-year resident of Harvey, and I am asking for his resignation as well, because he has not served our community in his best interest, in our best interest. And what I would like to say, all these secret squirrel meetings he's had with people that are not even affiliated with our community, how should they know about what's going on in our town?
Right.
I don't understand that. And also, I'm asking for the resignation of 4 of his yes older person. They need to go too. They're part of the problem because they sat there and they agreed with everything that he did. He was not transparent at all with any of Harvey. So he has, I believe, misinformed us greatly. He has not been transparent with the finances because there's something he needs to do, and that's a forensic audit. Soon as he stepped in office, he knew that there was a deficit and he did nothing about it. And we are not happy about that because he should have called a bailout early. You let us sink even further in debt. You have not did anything to help the residents at all.
10 feet deep.
Little here, little there. That is nothing for us. So we are crying out now, or we are speaking out. We want you to resign. We want you to step down because you never had our best hearted interest at all.
We'll see it.
I don't see it. And we are not going to tolerate you doing this, weaponizing us with everybody you think you can. It's just shameful. He does not represent us. We don't need a person in office that is not going to be transparent and honest with us. We should know about the finances. We should know how far we are in debt. We're asking you right now to resign, Clark. And resign now. Get on the first train smoking out of here.
Right.
Questions?
I'll have you say and spell your first name again once you start. Question, you all say that you saw this coming, this was years in the making. Why call for his resignation now that he is calling on some help from the state to try to stabilize the city of Harvey? Why not do it before then? And if the state does step in, how would you all feel about that moving forward?
I'll answer that and I'll let you take it. So here is in a nutshell, the community has been disappointed. Not even disappointed, that is a light frame word. The community has asked Mr. Clark to step down, including these faces you see here. We're talking for the better part of at least 2 to 3 years. And keep in mind, he's been in office for 6.5 years. So here's the thing. Financial mismanagement is at the tail end of it because he hasn't opened up the book. So he can get bailed out from the state, but we would ask the state to do a forensic audit and an investigation of where those funds went, because unfortunately we haven't been successful, and Mr. Clark has not let the city, the community, open up the books and see where the money is gone. So when you're talking the tune of $100 million, we don't wait till the midnight hour and cry wolf. We start the first year, the second year, the third year, at least, not 6.5 years in, and then ask for a bailout.
Right.
We want J.B. Pritzker, Napoleon Harris, Ms. Prepwinkle, before any funds are distributed, forensic investigation of the funds to see what happened.
Yes.
And who said they gonna build up?
Right.
That ain't
Oh yeah, and I want to respond. Thank you for your question again. Thank you guys for coming. I want to respond to that as well. I have been calling for Clark to step down for probably at least a year or two. I did support Mr. Clark initially in 2019. He had promised to, get rid of the backlog of empty properties, get them back on the tax rolls, bring financial stability, accountability, and transparency. All the things that you heard him, the problems he discussed inherited from Mayor Kellogg, that was supposed to be addressed immediately in 2019 when he was first elected. So I'm not upset that he was giving some context as far as to the history of the financial troubles of Harvey. But our question would be, again, why are you waiting? You were elected in 2019. Why did you wait till 2025 to do this? And I really, really hope and wanted us to get together and put out a message immediately, so that the media know that as Mayor Clark and his taxpayer funded, we are paying for all these fancy publicists for him to go and spread lies. He wants to make himself out to be the hero of this situation, and he's not. He's the architect, and he's the reason why we are in this crisis. You can't even believe his numbers. So when he's going around and he's saying, oh, we're this amount in debt, we have no idea because we have no access to the city books. We have an elected treasurer that Mayor Clark and the 4 alder yes men, as I call them, because they enable everything that he proposes. They refuse our elected city treasurer access to the books. Now, where have you heard of that?
Never.
In Illinois, to this day. Like,
No.
is there any town where you have an elected, not an appointed treasurer who does not have access? So not only do we, the public, we don't see where our tax money is going, our elected treasurer doesn't. And then to go back to the gentleman's question, why haven't people spoken up? A lot of people have spoken up, and we've been arrested. We have been, businesses and people have been extorted. I know myself, I can say I have a pile of tickets that high from the city of property violations that are bogus, that are not valid at all. I have to go to city court again tomorrow because this mayor is vicious and operates basically like a mafia boss, and he will come after you. Many of our businesses and our residents, I believe they have wanted to, for years, to be more aggressive to speak up, but frankly, they've been afraid, not only for their financial safety, but for their personal safety. So, did you guys have any other questions or?
Can I?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So one of the things that we do want to say in closing is that this week, Alderman Colby Chapman, Tracy Key stood in the last meeting, which was in a church in Harvey, and they asked for Mayor Clark to resign. So here's the thing, it's resounding from here, and the pressure is on. We will send out a letter directly to City Hall asking for the mayor to resign. And again, this is not the good neighbor, good American mayor, but this mayor is known to many of us as the worst mayor in America, followed right before preceding Miss Tiffany Henyard, former mayor of Dalton. He's worse. So, Mr. Clark, step down. We're asking Napoleon Harris to intervene, push for the step down. We're asking J.B. Pritzker to push for the resignation of this mayor. And again, let's get that forensic audit going. So hopefully the community can be instrumental and will be instrumental in the days ahead of making that push happen.
Okay. Can I add something about the? I wanted to bring up one other issue as well. I've spoken at the county board meetings 2 times in regards to the police issue. Saying, hey, I've been arrested for no reason. My alderwoman, all these people have been arrested, harassed, ticketed for no reason. Can we get the county sheriff to not only investigate the police corruption, Harvey, but to help us, even just to be at our public meetings, so that we don't have people taken out of meetings, with their rights being violated. So I've done that 2 times in the past year, I would say, and I've had no response. So that's a concern. We need a response from the county. I would like to have the sheriff in Harvey and to help with our police, because we cannot trust Harvey police. And we don't have anywhere to go. I mean, I live in Harvey. I don't live anywhere else. I also wanted to point out that we have a mayor that admitted in the last meeting, again, we've been announcing this for at least a year or 2, but he admitted in the last meeting, he said, I don't live in Harvey. How can you be a mayor and not live in the city?
That's right.
How can you not live? And he admitted it on camera, on video. You guys were there. He said, I don't live in Harvey. So I just had to go back last night and watch the video again, my video that I took. And I said, did he really actually say that? Yes. This is the level of corruption we have, where someone can say that on camera. So, hey, I live in Harvey. Should I just go? Maybe I feel like making some more money on the side. Maybe I'll run for mayor of Evanston. Do you think that's reasonable? Why not? I mean, I live in Harvey, but if Clark doesn't follow the rules, and the county knows, and the state know, and the feds know, what's the point? We're calling on the authorities, step in, bring transparency, enforce the law. Otherwise, what is the point? Why do we even have these laws? I mean, it's ridiculous. So, thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Clark
Clark
must
must
resign.
Clark
must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign. Clark must resign.
Clark must resign.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Thank you guys. Thank you.